So these pyramids in Egypt, they're in perfect alignment with some other sites throughout the world, including Easter Island, and geoglyphs in Peru, Machu Picchu, all built within thousands of years of each other. From the bottom to the top, from the base to the apex, from the bottom, homie, to the top, from the base to the apex, from the bottom, home girl, from the top to the base to the apex, from the bottom, homie, to the top, from the base. Time is an illusion you've aligned to a sign what can never be defined unless it's organized in lines. The pyramids, the ancient geometry, the architect named Imhotep, astrology, the hieroglyphs, the artistry, the odyssey, the theft of the artifacts and all the facts, the scrolls and the clothes and the gold and the souls we remold in the shape of the conqueror. Who's the slave, who's the blacksmith, the carpenter? While they'd rather have us focus on reality stars, I'm focused on reality and the stars don't be the cattle they prod. I add a punchline, an expletive, we reference. I just needed more attention for the next sentence. They try to separate the Africa from Egypt. Tear inside the tomb, steal the secrets. It's strategic because I can make reality from dreams. If they could build the pyramids with no machines. From the bottom to the top. From the base to the apex. From the bottom, homegirl, to the top. From the base to the apex. Rodney got boomed on 28th. Didn't know we wore the crown atop the lion body, human face. She twerked her way through college. Was it worth the wait and knowledge for some stock tips? Step into the mosh pit. The Giza pyramids are in alignment with Easter Island and Machu Picchu. This got to reach you. We can't explain the unexplainable, attain the unattainable. Walk inside the China shop and train the bull. Tutankhamun, how are you in common? Is it you in common? The all-seeing eye spy, Unabombing, 7 pairs of eyes from the Moai. The geoglyphs, the use of pi, don't settle for the lie, the truth is in the sky. Your authenticities decide by how to ride. Your neighborhood is where you reside. You gotta realize these are realized to separate us from our destiny and its weaponry. Because I can make reality from dreams if they could build the pyramids with no machines. Hey, Pangea, One Love, Lydia Liza, Eric Mayson, Big Cats, Toki Wright. That maybe never was the case. Erase the hate, I locked the letter in the safe. The castaway with castaways. They say that no man is an island. If you were ever stranded, how'd you manage to be smiling? How you keep it? What's your secret to avoid all of the violence? For surviving in this new land, would you use a hue to judge a human? Would you put the pain away until a rainy day? Avoid the obvious. Learn to read the signs or carve your name aside the obelisk. One love. Westside. One love. Minneapolis, St. Paul. Could you ever learn to share responsibility to cook and clean? I look at you, you look at me. What do you see? I am the son of the sun, born on a Sunday, maybe Monday. We can't forget the past, but know the future's coming one day. I can see it clear, we must become the year one becomes. I remember in December, in the coldest winter, when we had to fall out from the fallout. What we all about? Can we get to where we going without going over what made people broken in the open? Can we put that truth in motion? What could we avoid? If an asteroid's deployed, then it barrels at us like they shooting fish in barrels blasting. So I'm asking, if I tell the truth and it makes us uncomfortable, should we stay? Should we run? What should we do? When it's true. It's about me and you, Pangea. This is a story about the story. Pangea. Welcome to the minstrel show. Kiss you under mistletoe. Never get a holiday with harder days that follow me. Feeling like I'm entering the venue in the kitchen, near the window where majority they listen but don't hear you. Maybe I'm a character from Ralph Emerson, but no one better than opinions from some individuals, but still invisible, man. Like I was promised land in the promised land, tempted but I'm sent with empty hands. And if I take a stand, will I be standing all alone? Is a story that I've shown somewhere closer to your own. I know some people picky, but I gotta pick a bone. Don't push me in the quicksand and tell me that it's stone. In a city where the entertainment riders are ignoring Northsiders, only focus on the indie rock, run off that bias. You never spend a day on Broadway, I think it's flawed how you could ignore where the culture started off. Holding up the gate, they holding up the gate. I tell you who I am and you tell them who I ain't. They holding up the gate, they holding up the gate. I'd rather we debate, cause they say they can't relate. They holding up the gate, yeah, they holding up the gate. I tell you who I am and you tell them who I ain't. Holding up the gate, yeah, they holding up the gate. Why you think this pain is on my face? Searching for escape, rolling on these dice, looking to erase all the hunger and the strife. Showing you my life and you don't wonder what it's like. They moved aside a shot, my cousin hugging on the pipe. My cousin's hugging on the block with the marijuana odor. My big cuz out enforcing for the mighty Cobras. Robert Taylor Holmes high up in the rises. Been to hell on earth and worse, so none of it's surprises. Said if you gon' get it, better get it how you can. And it ain't how you fall, cuz it's really how you land. It ain't how you land, it's how you get back on your feet. Proud of how I speak and keep my nose about the street. I'm feeling offbeat. Do you only listen to what's hot this week? Fragile left the paddle up the creek. And all they wanna give us is the Jordans and the Mollies. Horrible, they killing off our bodies. They holding up the gate, they holding up the gate. I tell you who I am and they tell me who I ain't. Holding up the gate, holding up the gate. Rather we debate, though they say they can't relate. They holding up the gate, yeah, they holding up the gate. Tell you who I am and they tell me who I ain't. Holding up the gate, yeah, they holding up the gate. Skin pigment, distant, different, delinquent. Distinction before I did shift. A kid watches all the auction blocks and boxes. When it's by the top is not an option. Concocting thoughts to take the block off of your optics. Nobody hear the story from the other side. They run and hide and wonder why. Come on, man. You ain't gotta lie to me. We working twice as hard and getting half the notoriety. No love for the ghetto, but they'll love you if you talk about the meadow. And you mellow and you bellow in the vocal pedal and soldier pedal. Gotta pull some strings and do some things that's outside of your character. Welcome to America. Somewhere between innocence and where your ignorance is a hindrance is exactly where I will exist. Should I make a fool of myself to break on through to the wealth? With help, we can walk with the belt. Don't let them gatekeep.
The Current is public media made possible thanks to member support.